video? You want to
Yeah, no, I'm gonna video you talking to.
Hey, got camera stands for sale. Did y'all leave here last week? And I did resell them this week. Give it up for Abra.
Yeah.
Hey, hi everyone. I'm really happy to be here. My name is Abra. I'm here to talk to you about dating on Maui. One of my favorite topics of all time. Currently, I'm working through some social programming of hating dreadlocks. I'm thinking they're disgusting. So I went on a date this weekend with a guy who had dreadlocks. And my theory about them being disgusted was completely unfounded. He was like, they're super clean, I wash them all the time. And I looked at his hair and I was like, there's paint in your hair. And he's like, no, smell them. And I was like, I wouldn't smell your finger either if you offered it, but thank you. And you know, typical person that lives in Lahaina, everybody who lives in Lahaina, Yankee, they're pirates. Like, they're all about the rum and the booty and the parties and the, you know, velvet paintings on the wall. I really appreciate that. It's like walking into a garage sale into someone's house. There's like tapestries. It's like going back to college. I really appreciated that. So anyway, because of my awesome dating life, I'm thinking about going back on a dating site. So I've been talking to my friends about that and, you know, like comparing notes and what kind of questions to ask and information to share. And personally, I like to be very original and entertaining when I get on a dating site, because there's either like so many people on there you have to screen them out, or there's like not enough people in there and you gotta like draw them in, you know? So I like to ask, here on Maui, you know, the bar is pretty high. The first 4 questions are, do you have a job? Number 2 is, do you have a car? Number 3 is, do you have a house that's not your car? And then number 4 is, do you floss? Because I personally cannot get near someone who doesn't floss.
Yeah.
It's just gross, you know?
It is gross.
Died in your mouth. That's right. Heavy flossers back there, I can tell. Anyway. So once they clear the first 4 questions, I like to have another, you know, gauntlet of questions, fiery hoops they have to jump through. I like to ask things like, what are your superpowers? You know, mine personally, I like to move things with my mind. I can tell what plants are when they're just sprouting out of the ground. I'm a professional man organizer. I really like to put them in their place.
Yay!
And then I like to ask about other things like manscaping, like what areas they cover on the manscaping, if it's waxing versus shaving. I'm really not into a prickly body, and then if they like go below the belt, like I have this whole rigmarole of questions on that too, because personally I think that pubic hair is there for friction, you know, and if I'm expected to cut down on friction, then somebody else has got to like. Anyway, I'm moving on. Okay, and then from there, if they pass all that, I like to go, you know, delve deep into the social media, just like Mr. Michael's there, Facebook, Insta. Then I go even deeper, you know, with some beer and a late night, going and checking out like their exes and their friends, and just kind of seeing what people they are generally. And if that's not enough, I have friends on the force that can do background checks for me, you know, traffic violations or forced degrees, that kind of thing. Anyway, so then if the person actually makes it on a date with me, I like to ask even more personal questions, like how do you process your trauma? And then from there, I like to spontaneously cry just to see how they react to that. If it's like a pat on the back or a hug, or if they like make that face that you just made, Michelle. So as I approach these existing sites, I realize that all of the dating sites are super flawed out there. Tinder, Hinge, all of them, they're not asking the questions that we really need to know right up front. So I'm creating my own dating site. I'm going to call it the Meet Market.
Nice.
Yeah, isn't that funny? MEET.
I like it.
So the mandatory questions would be, First of all, number one, the copy of their latest sexual testing, right there up front, before the pictures even. Because I'm curious, terribly curious, and I don't want to see dick pics, ever. Never, ever. And then from there, I would go into like references, like from their friends, from their bosses, from their mom, and actually have like a questionnaire, best quality, worst quality, please share an embarrassing story with me, that kind of thing. And then I want to know what a person sounds like, because nobody talks on the phone anymore or makes phone calls. So I was thinking of making them say really fun words, like Hawaiian words, like huma huma nuku nuku apua'a, or ho'omana wanui. Or I just learned one tonight at the Japanese restaurant. It's okonomiyaki. Yeah.
It's a good one.
Just to have them try to say that, and if they say that they can't try, then that's like a big red flag. Then, as I said before, no dick pics allowed, but I would mandatory have them take pictures of certain things. For example, their face, their clothed body, any pets that they might have, the inside of their car, a picture of the inside of their fridge, a picture of their bathroom. Going back to that date that I went on this weekend, I went into the bathroom, and it's been so long since I've gone to like an actual bachelor's bathroom, and it was worse than going into a beach park.
Ew.
Like there wasn't even any toilet paper or soap or anything.
Ew.
Yeah, so I don't know how we could have cleaned those dreadlocks. Anyway, my name is Abra. Thank you.
Yeah.
Abra!